questions for Coach?
I know last Friday you didn't get the performance you wanted from your team. Here tonight, were you a lot happier with how you came out?
Yeah, I'm a lot happier with the effort. A lot happier with the effort, sorry. It has to start with the effort with our team, and tonight's effort was much better. I thought we started really well. Had a good first period other than scoring. We thought the attempts were 20-6 or something like that, Mark Piper, and shots were whatever, 9-4 or something like that. So I thought we started much better, and it starts with our effort, and our effort was much better tonight.
But there's
The chances, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, please.
The shots were very much in your favor, both attempts and goals, but they had the goal, and it took you guys a while to get the equalizer. Did you feel there was any pressure to get that goal?
I think there's always a little bit of pressure, John, because going down 2-0 when I thought we were playing pretty good wouldn't be good. And we were able to not allow that to happen. I thought, in my own mind, the play that Cruz made to Letourneau and that went wide, that was like, oh, it's just going to be one of those nights.
Right.
But hand it to our guys, they hung in there. I think you have to, don't let frustration sneak in there because you're not scoring. Just continue to believe that the opportunities are going to lead to goals, and then stay with the process and so on, all the things that we preach, which is easier said than done at times. But I thought our guys did a decent job with that.
You can talk about Dop's play, particularly as third period coach at 14-7. He kind of stood on set a few times.
Yeah, Dop's a good goalie, and he's a winner. So last Friday he didn't get the win. No, the team didn't play very well for him. And to see how excited he is to get the win, that's just good on him. We feel we've got two good players in that position. I don't want to exclude Brett Rich, but we think Ryan and Eric are very capable of both being number one guys. And we went with Dop tonight because he deserved to play, and Ryan won, beat a good team last Saturday. He'll get his opportunity tomorrow, and we go from there. Does that mean we settle into a 1-1? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I think Eric took advantage of an opportunity tonight, which is what we expect these young guys to do, and good for him for doing it.
As John said, you kind of dominated shots first, second period, but third period kind of got away from you a little bit. Was that just desperation on their part? What do you
I think so. But, we score in the very first shift of the period, so it wasn't a complete joke. Like, we pushed hard the first shift. I think we had a really good 2-on-1/3-on-1 that Lucas made a good play to Rao, and Rao stayed with it and finished it there. But yeah, I mean, Quinn, I think we got a little loose with the puck, turning pucks over, those kind of things, and we know how good Alaska Fairbanks is, and I think they proved it the last 18 minutes of that third period that they can really push, and there's plays to be made, and they'll come at you if you want to turn pucks over and play the game a certain way, those are the adjustments we'll make going into tomorrow. But I think our guys did a nice job of finding a way to defend when we needed to and getting the win.
And with the penalty kill, how was that able to come up so big, especially at the end of the game there?
The end of the game, there was only 40 seconds or something like that, so the timing was good. I thought our penalty kill did a nice job. We'll have to watch it. One team's 0 for 2, the other team's 0 for 3, so I think there was more 4-on-4 than really power play penalty kill opportunities. But my feeling from where I was standing was we did a nice job on the penalty kill when we had to. But I think from the last thing, the last opportunity was 40 seconds, so we couldn't get a face-off win there, and Dob smothered a couple of pucks, which was nice, and then Mitchell got the last one and got it out, so that was good.
When you say you guys were loose with the puck in that third period, Chris, was it getting away from what makes you guys successful, or just plays that were or weren't made?
I think it was getting away from what makes us successful, which means turning the other team around through the neutral zone at the offensive blue line, making them turn around, whether that's with possessing it, skating, or it's chipping and going and get it. You need to turn the other team around, and we didn't do that. They were able to face up ice and take those transition and go the other way, and they've got players that can hurt you when you do that. And we could hear the guys on the bench. We couldn't find a shift to get us momentum, and I think not one shift comes to mind, but I think we tried. It was good. It was nice to hear everyone saying the right things on the bench. Nobody was panicking. We need to stop turning pucks over. I don't know how successful we were, quite honestly, throughout the period, but we'll clean that up and go into tomorrow.
And if you would talk a little more about Dop, if you don't mind, was there something in particular that he was doing today that made him successful?
I think honestly, he was doing what he does.
Okay.
He's a preparation guy. He's a worker. The confidence Eric Dop has is absolutely earned because of what he does on a daily basis. When he goes out there for practice, whether it's subconsciously or consciously, him against Ryan or him against the other goaltender, he just puts the time in. He's got a routine. It's daily. On the ice, off the ice. He's a student of the position, which I've talked about. And I believe, and we're learning this, he's a winner. He's somebody that wants to win and really excited when he does, and because he knows he put forth a good effort and he deserved what he got tonight from a goaltending position. None of this is a surprise to us. It's just nice to be around him every day when you see him get rewarded for putting the time.
And the goal that they scored, from my old eyes, it looked like basically a redirect that he didn't have much of a chance on. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, 100%. We turned the puck over. We didn't pick up a stick going back to the net. I'm not even sure if it was meant to the stick that it hit. I'm not saying it wasn't a great play. I'm just not sure that that's where he was shooting it. I think he was just putting it on the net, happened to hit their stick, and that's something that Fairbanks will do to you. You kind of push. They get an opportunity, and it ends up in your net. But by no means did that have anything to do with Eric. That was 100% on our checking or lack thereof in that situation.
And do you feel like you guys got better at quality scoring chances than they did, even though the shots were somewhat even?
Well, through two periods. I thought we had the better of the scoring chances for sure. Third period, it'll probably show the other way. They started to close that gap a little bit, and as we talked about, they're down a goal. They're pushing hard. They're desperate, and we didn't take our foot off the gas. We just got outplayed, out competed at times in that third. But I think through two periods, we had the better of the chances.
Are Spies and Polkamp hurt?
Yes. Spies has a hand issue, and Polkamp has a wrist.
Okay. And then I apologize, you've already covered this. Do you have an update on Dalton?
No. Dalton is still probably week to week, and Spies and Polkamp are long term.
Okay.
Do you have potentially season ending?
No. I guess I should define long term. It's weeks. It's not. I mean, potentially a month for both of them, but it's that to me is long term when you're talking about college.
Some fans were talking to me about that. You mentioned that in the Chalk Talk.
Yeah.
About, those guys being out. Do you ever look out? I think sometimes folks don't realize the youth you have on the ice right now.
Yeah.
4 or 5 freshmen out there.
Well, I mean, again, it's somebody goes down. We don't talk a lot about it. Obviously, when they're not out there, a guy like Spezia, a guy like Chris Polkamp, it gets people's attention. I just wanted to be fair and just share that I think they're going to be out for a bit. But it is opportunity for other people. Really, it's opportunity for other people, and there's no better way to grow up than through experience. So here you go. You want an opportunity, here you are.
Questions for Eric?
How are you able to hold on to the game at the very end there?
Honestly, the shots were coming. The more shots you see, the more comfortable you kind of feel, the more you're just tracking it and seeing it. And I knew we were only up 1 goal, and the energy was going, and I really feed off energy. So I was kind of just feeling myself, honestly.
Eric, can you talk a little bit about one of their first shots on goal is a redirect that's bing, bang, boom behind you. Can you talk about dealing with that and coming back and not allowing anything else?
Yeah, the first period was really weird. I thought they had a lot of chances that were pretty good that they didn't really capitalize on, but that first goal, I think I was a little bit rattled in the first, but I think I made a glove save early on in the second where I started to really feel good, and then after that, it was kind of what happened. So.
And we talk a little bit about it. I mean, you could see your confidence growing as the game went on.
Yeah, Well, honestly, I feed off the crowd here. That I'm an energy guy, and the more pucks I see, the better I play, honestly. So, yeah, the more you're tracking it, the better you feel, the better your rebound control is overall.
And how much do you feel like this is a rebound game from you, especially from the last game on Friday?
I don't know how much of a rebound it was because I don't think I played bad last week, but I definitely felt a lot better this week, and I thought the team played much better. I thought we battled a lot harder than we did last Friday.
It's a bit unique that it's kind of a 1A, 1B system here. Yeah. Does that help drive you to be competitive?
Yeah, we're both competing every day, like practice, weight room, everything. We're both trying to go for the starting spot. And I think it's still tied up, kind of 1-1 here. So I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'm gonna worry about myself and see what happens from there.
Eric, would you talk about the value of Mitch's goal? Because, I mean, you guys went a period and a half getting a lot of chances, not scoring, and all of a sudden you start wondering, good heavens, is that one goal going to hang up?
Yeah.
Hold up.
I know. When he went to challenge it, I was kind of iffy about that, but I was definitely happy that it counted. I think their goalie was playing really good until that point. Always played good all game, but it really got the boys going in the locker room. We felt like we had a chance after that.
And then when you talk about Alec getting that goal, bang, right away in the third period.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the locker room, kind of coming out and when 5-minute segments, and I think that, I don't know, it helped us with the scoreboard, but I felt like the third period was kind of our worst period overall, so I don't know. Well, it ended up being the game winner, so it was good.
I mean, it was kind of the flip-flop of the first period. I mean, you guys had the better of the
Exactly.
chances, they got the goal.
Exactly. I thought it was kind of a story of two goalies that game. Pretty even shots. I thought I played a little bit better than the guy on the other end.
Let me ask a dumb question. I ask a lot of them, but is there communication between you and Ryan between Friday and Saturday night after you have a great game like this? What you saw out there on the ice, is there anything you can share with him that'll help him tomorrow?
Yeah, it happens in between periods too. Right at the end of the second, they were on a power play, number 8. He got a really hard shot on their team, one-timer. I got it with my glove, but I was just talking to him about how the 3 guys on the top are just their shooters. You just got to worry about them, and we talk a lot. We're good friends. There's nothing bad in between us.
Anything else?